So let's start off with the Foles of it all. What do you think the market is for him? How interested do you think the Eagles are in trading him? Walk me through the process as we are Friday before the new league year, Mort.
I think this is dangerous territory for Howie Roseman. I think there's an overwhelming sense within the Eagles organization is maybe we ought to say he's not available. But when teams have inquired and even you could say make a loose offer involving a second-round pick, the basic answer was that, hey, we got a first and a fourth for Sam Bradford, and Nick Foles is a Super Bowl MVP, something Sam never did. So our conversation doesn't even start without a first and a fourth, and you can expect more. That's their way of saying we really don't want to trade him. And, oh, by the way, they shouldn't trade him. There's no guarantee Carson Wentz is going to be back in September. And there's also, listen, Carson has said he's going to play the same style of football he's always played, which is pretty, athletic. Some could say reckless, but it's athletic. So, you've got a Super Bowl team kind of in the circle to repeat. Why would you trade Nick Foles? So that's why it would be, if you're listening in your Howie Roseman, you say what you told teams. Really, I expect nobody to meet that price.
So somebody knocks on the door and says, look, Sam Bradford was a 1 and a 4 because Minnesota was desperate. I mean, they had a Super Bowl team ready to go, and their franchise face, their quarterback of their future, has a freak accident in practice, and they had to put Humpty Dumpty back together again last second. We just want to knock on the door for your quarterback. Here's a second-round pick. He says no to that?
That's not the Eagles' problem. Yeah, he says no to that. I mean, listen, they're going to gain extra draft picks. They got the 32nd pick in the draft. That's actually a pretty valuable spot to be at. In other words, there could be some people coming to number 32 at the end of the first night because of the value that pick has, and pick up, I'm not going to say they'd pick up a second-round pick, but they'll pick up some extra picks. They'll probably get something for Vinnie Curry, a defensive lineman that now is kind of a spare part, but an expensive one with Michael Bennett trade going down. So, no, I mean, I think for Nick Foles, and the desperate part, it's just bottom line is, are you comfortable with Nate Sudfeld being your backup quarterback? And they like Nate, knowing that, say Carson doesn't play the first 3 games, and saying, what if that happens if he gets re-injured late in the year? You're going to say, because we couldn't resist a second-round pick for Nick Foles, we blew a chance at repeating as a Super Bowl champion, or even a chance to make that run. I think it's dangerous, but I have no doubt. Listen, the Arizona Cardinals don't even have a quarterback on the roster, do they? So that's kind of desperation.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.